Hi everyone, I recently visited Snake Discovery and competed in the enclosure build-off of 2021 with a bunch of awesome content creators. I need your help though. I built this incredible leopard gecko enclosure and now the voting is open and I would really love to win in the top 3 because not only do you get a plaque, but you get a really expensive device that reads UVB, and also it'd just be nice to be in the top 3. Voting is open until Sunday, August 22nd at night, so please go vote for me. I appreciate you so much. Now, back to today's video.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Even though I don't really care about the morphs of leopard geckos, like for me personally it's not like a big selling point is, oh, I like this morph, you know, it's really pretty. I do get asked really often what my favorite morph of leopard gecko is, especially when I'm doing live streams. So I decided I would just address it here in a video, and so these are my 5 favorite leopard gecko morphs. Now, because there are morphs that are, in my opinion, unethical, and I'll leave a video up here about morphs that can be considered unethical because they have neurological issues, cancerous tumors, like poor body growth and development, anything like that. Because there are going to be morphs like that, they're not going to be on this list for obvious reasons. Also, there are more than 5 morphs that I like, so if you like this video, let me know and I'll do a part 2. But these are the 5 that I came up with. So, they're in no particular order. Oh yeah, before we get started, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and away we go. Number 1 is the Mack Snow leopard gecko. My gecko Varus is a fantastic example of a Mack Snow. I'll leave pictures of him here on the screen. But a Mack Snow is essentially a normal with muted colors, and so their black markings or their leopard spots stand out really great against their pale colors. They have these really gorgeous, like cool toned, muted colors that can almost sometimes appear like really pale blue or lavender, pale yellow, like really gorgeous colors. And another great thing about Mack Snows is that they often have a really great body shape. So with some morphs, because the genetics have just never really been great and they get worse over time, the body shapes can be hit or miss, but with a Mack Snow, typically the body shape is really great. Varus is one of my most robust and healthy leopard geckos. He's also really big. A funny thing about Mack Snows is that when they are born, they are just literally black and white. Like the baby gecko will have bands of black and bands of white, or bands of black on a white body. Number 2 is the super hypo tangerine carrot tail, or the super hypo tangerine carrot tail baldy, which are represented by my geckos Brienne and Tormund, who you'll see on the screen here. Now, Brienne is not a baldy because she has patterning on her head, but Tormund is a baldy because she does not have any patterning on her head. So the super hypo tangerine carrot tail basically means super hypo, it has no patterning on its body, tangerine, it's orange, and carrot tail means it has a predominantly orange tail. And then of course baldy means that it doesn't have any spots on its head, but this is only seen in my gecko Tormund, like I said. I think my favorite thing about the super hypo tangerine carrot tail and super hypo tangerine carrot tail baldy is that they have that reduced patterning that just shows off their like really vibrant orange. For Brienne, she has like a deep dusky kind of orange that sometimes she can even look like a bit brown, and with Tormund it's more of like a vibrant light orange. So they're just really beautiful. Like the orange is really beautiful. It's a super readily available morph, so is the Mack Snow, and just like the Mack Snow, they have really robust body shapes. Brienne is a very big healthy leopard gecko with a great body shape. Number 3 is the high yellow. A high yellow is basically a normal leopard gecko or a wild type, but with higher yellow coloring. So sometimes this also comes with reduced patterning. In Fritz's case, that is the case. He has reduced patterning on his body and he is a mostly yellow leopard gecko. High yellows are easy to find, just like Mack Snows and super hypotangerine carrot tails and super hypotangerine carrot tail baldies. That's going to get exhausting to say. In addition to being easy to find, they also have really great body shapes and there's no known history of them having issues. I'm sure with any morph, if you get them from like a shoddy breeder, that could be the case regardless. But with high yellows, there tends to be no issues. They have good body shapes and they're really beautiful. Number 4, Murphy's Patternless. So by the title alone, you can tell that it's a gecko that doesn't have any pattern. Their tail doesn't have pattern, their head doesn't have pattern, their body doesn't have pattern. They are really neat when they hatch out because they have this really light patterning that's like whitish or tan, and then as they get older they have no pattern at all, which is funny because with other leopard geckos they'll have bands and then it becomes pattern as they get older, but with the Morphs patternless they start out with pattern and end up with no pattern. My gecko Amy is a good representation of a Morphs patternless. Morphs patternless are known for having like a yellow body and a purple tail, which is just gorgeous. I mean, it's just so pretty. And again, she's got a good body shape, she's a good size, and many Morphs patternless have the same like structural integrity that a Mack Snow and a high yellow and a super hypotangerine carrot tail and super hypotangerine carrot tail baldy have. Last but not least, we have number 5. Oh yeah, I should put my hand on the screen like all the rest. Number 5, which is the RAPTOR, which is the red-eyed albino patternless Tremper orange, and basically just combines the like eclipse gene, which makes their eyes all like one solid color, and because they're albino it's red, and their body coloring is going to be muted because they're albino, and it's the Tremper albino strain. If you don't know, there's other strains like Rainwater and Bell albino, but this is the Tremper one. In addition to the eclipse and the Tremper albino, it combines the patternless stripe genetics as well. Taiwan is a good example of this. A lot of the raptor geckos are very robust, just like the previous morphs mentioned. I am not saying super hypo blah, blah, blah all over again, but they have really robust body shapes. They have like a pretty standard look. Like when you look at a raptor, you can pretty much tell it's a raptor straight away. Taiwan is a very big gecko, very robust gecko, and a lot of the raptors I've seen have been pretty big. Like I said, it was hard to narrow this down to 5, so let me know if you want to see a part 2. Let me know what some of your favorite morphs are down below, or what your leopard gecko's morph is. Also, as a disclaimer, if you don't know the morph of your leopard gecko, you cannot ethically breed it, because you have no idea what you are crossing when you put 2 geckos who you don't know their genetics together. I'm actually going to talk about that in a separate video where I talk about things that you should not do with your pet leopard geckos, but that's for another day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and a comment. Also, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!